Cinderella, a magical adventure. Once upon a time, in a cozy little village, there lived a kind girl named Cinderella. She had sparkling blue eyes, golden hair, and a heart full of love. But Cinderella's life was not easy. She lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters, who were always unkind to her. They made her do all the chores, from sweeping the floors to washing the dishes, while they sat around enjoying themselves. One sunny morning, as Cinderella was cleaning the kitchen, a loud announcement echoed through the village. Hear ye, a grand ball will be held at the royal palace tonight. All are invited." Cinderella's heart skipped a beat. She dreamed of attending the ball, dancing under the stars, and meeting the handsome prince. She hurried to her stepmother, hoping to go. "Please, may I attend the ball?" she asked. Her stepmother laughed. "You, in those rags? You'll stay here and finish your chores." Feeling sad, Cinderella returned to her work. But she didn't lose hope. As she scrubbed the floor, her little friends, the mice and birds, gathered around her. They could see that she was heartbroken. "Don't worry, Cinderella. We'll help you," squeaked a brave mouse named Gus. With teamwork, the mice and birds worked together to create a beautiful dress out of old curtains and sparkly scraps they found around the house. They even found some glass slippers that sparkled like stars. When Cinderella saw what they had made, she gasped in delight. "Oh, thank you, my dear friends. This is beautiful." Just then, as Cinderella was about to leave for the ball, her stepmother and stepsisters returned home. They were shocked to see Cinderella in her lovely dress. "You can't go like that," shouted her stepsisters, pulling at her gown. With a flick of her wrist, Cinderella managed to escape out the door and into the night. The moon shone bright as she made her way to the palace. As she entered, everyone turned to look. The prince, a handsome young man with a warm smile, stepped forward. "Who is this beautiful girl?" he asked, captivated by Cinderella. They danced and laughed, twirling across the grand ballroom. Cinderella felt like she was in a dream, her heart filled with joy. But as the clock began to strike midnight, she remembered the magic spell that had brought her dress to life. "I must go," she exclaimed, rushing out of the palace. In her haste, she lost one of her glass slippers on the stairs. The prince, determined to find her, picked it up and called after her, but she was already gone. The next day, the prince sent out a royal messenger to find the owner of the glass slipper. The messenger visited every house in the village. When he arrived at Cinderella's home, her stepsisters eagerly tried on the slipper, but it was too small for them. Cinderella watched from the corner, hoping for a chance. Finally, she stepped forward. "May I try it on?" she asked shyly. The messenger nodded, and to everyone's surprise, the slipper fit perfectly. The messenger smiled. "You are the one. Come with me to the palace." Cinderella's heart soared with happiness. When she arrived at the palace, the prince was overjoyed. "You've come back," he exclaimed. They danced once more, and this time they both knew they were meant to be together. As the days turned into weeks, Cinderella and the prince grew closer. They shared stories, laughter, and dreams. Soon, they were married in a grand ceremony, surrounded by all their friends, including the mice and birds who had helped Cinderella. Cinderella's kindness and bravery had brought her happiness, and she promised to always be kind to others. From that day forward, she and the prince ruled the kingdom with love and joy, and they all lived happily ever after.